Welcome everyone to Baroque Art, your summer class, your very accelerated summer class, 6 weeks online. This is a course that deals with the art of 17th century Europe through all parts of Europe, and I'm hoping you enjoy it. Some people think that we are living in an age that artistically is very much Baroque, although to be honest, I'm not certain if that statement still holds true after March 13th. In any event, I want to use this short video to introduce myself. I'm Susan Dixon. I am a professor at LaSalle University of Art History, and to take you through the course in an accelerated way to give you a sense of how it's laid out. I think it's laid out really well. I don't think you'll have any problems. So here we are on the front page, and I want to take you down to the bottom. Essentially, you're seeing here in these large blocks the information you need. Your syllabus, which we'll go over briefly, the modules, which essentially are the building blocks of the class, which are outlined on the syllabus, the assignments, which are also referred to in the syllabus and in the modules. All of this is interlinked. And of course, your grades, which you'll probably want to keep checking throughout the semester. Let me go first to the modules before the syllabus to show you how the course is laid out. The first module is just basic information about me. My name is Susan Dixon again. About you, we'll do a very early on a discussion where you introduce yourselves to each other. About policies. I'd like very much 4 times during the class if you take these self-assessment quizzes. They're intended to help me essentially and the university know that we're teaching you the things that you should need, that we're hitting our learning objectives for this class. Below that, and as we get through these, I will move these modules around. So as we finish module 1, there's 1 module for every week, so there's 6 modules here. So that as we finish them, I will move them to the bottom of the page. But here's module 1. Please note that there's an overview and a summary. If I were you, I'd read both of them before I began. They give you a clear sense of what generally this module is about. You have some things you need to do under readings and multimedia. So they're videos, essentially, readings and videos. And then assignments that you have to do. Now, discussions are, I think we have 6 of them, one for each week. And you'll see how they work in a second. And then these quizzes, you have 3 quizzes, one on week 2, one on week 4, one on week 6, and then you have these kind of practice quizzes sprinkled throughout. So again, here I'll show you now module 2, again with its overview and its summary at the bottom. Again, things you've got to read and or look at, stuff you gotta do. Throughout, I think 3 times throughout the semester, I've put in some Zoom meetings, essentially to help with the assignments, really. Okay, next I've clicked on, we were in modules. I'm now in syllabus. You will see the syllabus link there. But before we go in, you will also see on this page, essentially, the assignments listed here. When they're listed, when they're due rather, you will note that aside from kind of the beginning of the class and the end of the class where the rhythm gets a little strange, that Thursday nights, midnight, and Sunday nights are your kind of nights to hit, and occasionally a Friday, sorry, in terms of when things are due. Okay, I'm going to go up here and click the syllabus, and this probably will look like many a syllabi you've seen in your life. Let's see if it comes up. Will it come up for us? Let me stop the video for a second. Okay, here it is. the syllabus. So again, you can see that the class runs for these 6 weeks, Monday through Friday. The class has to stop Friday at 5 p.m. That I have scheduled some Zoom meetings at noon on these Wednesdays. We'll talk about that as we get closer to them. I don't know if there are times that are good for you all, so we'll talk about that. Some information about me. Our learning objectives. As in many art history classes, you should be able to identify standard subject matter of the Baroque period, how to talk about formal elements. You should know how the art is made in a general way. You should be able to identify it as French versus Italian. You should be able to then take a work of art you've not seen before. This is ILO number 4, and say, oh yeah, I see that's a Dutch Baroque work of art. And then lastly, the big one, because this is a history class, that you understand that the work reflects some kind of aspect of history, whether it's religion, politics, or just fashion. Okay, all this stuff here is stuff you need. The textbook is a large one. You can buy it if you wish. I have the relevant chapters in the modules. Those files are in the modules. Let's see what else down here. And then the weekly schedule. Now, honestly, what's here in the weekly schedule is laid out in a better format in the modules, but anyway, if you prefer to see it in this way, here it is. I hope you really enjoy it. I really like teaching the Baroque. I think it's a problematic age. I mean, the 17th century is the age of the great kings. It's the age of great turmoil over religion. It's the age, 1619. It's the age of the beginning of colonization and hence slavery. And in any event, in Europe, we will see the ramifications of all of that in the art. All right, what you have to do, again, 6 discussions at 8% each, so nearly half your grade is on these discussion boards. You'll see as soon as you get into a discussion board that you'll have to go in twice. You go in Thursday or before Thursday midnight to post once in response to my question. You'll go in a second time before Sunday midnight to advance the discussion of by responding to a fellow student's post. Okay, every 2 weeks you get a little quiz. You can see there, 8% each. These short summaries are things that you've got to write up, and they're readings, or I think in one case it's a video that you have to contemplate and kind of write up a summary. And then again, every now and again, these kind of self-assessment things are worth, just a few points there. Okay, I think that's about it for the syllabus. Just a few more general comments. One, if you're having some technical issues, I am not the one to ask. Rather, you will need to go to the help desk, the university help desk, for any problems with Canvas. I mean, sometimes I do dumb things like, I say an assignment's due and you go in and you don't see it. Yeah, do absolutely email me, because that means I haven't published it or I haven't done something like that. But if you're having some major troubles like not being able to get Canvas to work at all, you're going to have to go to the university help desk. And the next thing I want to say is that our next button is actually pretty good. So let me go to the syllabus here. No, it's not there. That the class is laid out so that if you were to go to, let's say, Introduction to LaSalle University, and you can find out some stuff about the institution, that down at the bottom there is, oh no, I can't push and push and push. There is a next button. And that will take you through the class. And you can actually next your way through the entire class. That is definitely a possibility. Some things about me. There I am. Not the best picture, but some things about me should you want to know them, and especially how to contact me. Um, Email is always the best. Either email through Canvas or, just through your Microsoft, your LaSalle account. Either way, it's fine. Just that's my email. And then one last thing. The last thing is announcements. I will be using announcements a lot. They come through to you as emails. They also will, show themselves here on the home page at the top. But, if something goes wrong, if I need to change a date on you, which I won't do, I'll try not to do often, and it will never be putting it earlier. It will always be putting it late because we're being a little slow moving through the material. Um, I don't know what other kind of announcements might I have. Who knows? Oh, who knows? But in any, just clarifying an assignment. I'm not sure, but announcements will show up here on the page. You might want to pay attention to that. Again, on the page or in your email. Well, in any event, I hope you have a good time in this class. I really like Baroque art. It's my favorite thing to teach. Again, I feel that there's some kind of echoes in contemporary art and contemporary society right now, and I hope you can see them too. Okay, see you soon in the modules.